so good.
Radio Voces Latinos, 1610 AM. A drink of water with Joyce, Aldrich. Refresh your mind.
It's 4 degrees at 8:01 here at CHHA 1610 AM. Yeah, it's starting to get a little bit warmer. We're going to have a nice day tomorrow. It's going up to 10 degrees and sunny. And a little bit of rain out there, but you know what they say about April showers, and it's almost April, so we're going to get a lot of wonderful weather coming up, some greenery. And tonight in studio, we've got a very refreshing duo in. We have Micah Sky and Liana Rose, and their names are very poetic, Sky and Rose, and the music is beautiful, and it's better than the raindrops that are falling out there, but certainly it's got a beautiful organic quality and just really beautiful. So you're going to hear, first of all, one song that Liana Rose is singing, which is Untouchable, and that is you'll enjoy that very much. And we'll be hearing some live performances as well as some recorded this hour. So on A Drink of Water. So here it is, Untouchable.
Ancient love like snow is falling.
That's Untouchable, and that was the beautiful voice of Liana Rose singing actually about, it sounds like snow and winter, but you know what? I figured it was a great way to start this program, Liana and Micah, because we're saying goodbye. The rain is now falling, and it's getting rid of all the snow and the dirt and the everything off the roads and everything, and the birds are chirping. The robins are back, so we can. That's like our goodbye to winter, untouchable. So come on in close. Yeah, welcome to the program.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, Liana and Micah, thank you very much for coming in.
It's a pleasure. This is great. What a trip.
Well, I heard you had a great trip. You just come back from Costa Rica. Let's just when did you get back, and how long were you there for?
I think I got home last what day is it today?
It was sometime between Thursday and Friday.
It's very late this past Thursday night. Very late.
Very late. Oh my gosh. So
I haven't even been home a week yet.
Oh my gosh, and you've had this weather. What was it like in Costa Rica? Sunny?
I was sunny. I was in the southeast on the Caribbean side in a place called Puerto Viejo, and for the first part of my trip it rained 7 days straight. It actually looked like it does outside today.
Right.
For 7 days I didn't see the sun, and I was considering leaving. I was like, what is this place? What's going on here? And then when the weather turned, I was stuck, and it was beautiful and sunny, and it still rains. It's Costa Rica.
Well, of course, it's rainforest.
Yeah, but it was warm and sunny, and pretty ideal.
Okay, so you brought it with you. In a couple of weeks, we're going to see the result of that. Absolutely. Why don't you switch your mic right in front of you there, Liana, please? Sure. Yeah, that's it. So that you are both singer-songwriters. And Micah, you're Toronto-based, and Liana, you're Toronto-born, but you're living in Nova Scotia because you're pursuing your counseling degree.
I am.
Yeah, you want to make people healthy through music and through counseling.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit about that.
Ooh, well, I guess since I graduated with my music therapy degree, so music and people have always been the things that have, lit my fire. And I've been doing music-based therapies and interventions for a super long time, and I really wanted to bolster my credentials and dig deeper into the talk, into the psych, so that I have a little bit more in my tool belt to work with.
Absolutely. How do you find it helps people when you do the music? I can imagine, but when you're working with people and you're doing that music therapy, what changes do you see? Like, it must be almost immediate. There must be some things that change immediately.
Sometimes.
Or what happens there?
Music can be more gentle than words in communication. So for some folks who have really have a lot of trouble finding the words, like I almost did just there, then music opens up channels, and I guess heart channels, and it can be easier to communicate when the words are difficult to find. So that's a softening, and the softening leads to bigger and deeper places after that.
You just wrote song lyrics there. Did you know that?
Someone write that down?
I've been keeping track. Don't worry. I got a pen.
It's okay. This is all recorded. I would go back to that because that is so beautiful. And, Baycrest is doing a lot of work with music for people who have dementia, Alzheimer's, and it's happened, like you said, it's opening up those channels, and people are remembering.
Alzheimer's is a pretty special thing when it comes to music also, because the music center of the brain is actually one of the last to deteriorate in an Alzheimer's brain. So
wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a channel that stays open for a long time, even with those folks, which is super cool. And also because Alzheimer's affects the long-term memory last, then accessing music from someone's young life is one of those really special tickets into their soul when other parts of them aren't accessible anymore.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. Well, I want to access some more of people's soul. I'd like to hear, Micah, you have a song called Secret Weapon. Are you ready to play that?
Yeah, sure.
He's going to take out his secret weapon and play for us right now.
How does this sound? You getting enough guitar in there?
I'm getting lots of guitar, and it's beautiful.
Can I move the mic for you?
No, we're good. We're good. Yeah.
So this is a song that's like a bit of a note to self, and I think a lot of people I know write songs in this style.
Which is what style?
Yeah, like a note to self, like a reminder.
A note to self.
Yeah, like a
Boy,
like a reminder, you know.
Okay, note to self.
Nothing's simple when your mind is filled with critical perceptions. I try to listen to my heart to balance these reflections. Can't make them stop, they talk a lot, they're taking all of my attention. Close the door, sit on the floor, I put myself in a detention. Every day I learn this lesson. Fall from grace, but I hear a blessing. Angels carry me to heaven, they whisper.
In your heart's a secret weapon.
Call it love. Oh, call it love. Oh, call it love. Oh, call it love. Oh, happenstance and circumstances hardly giving you the best chance. Telling who or what or when he's coming round the bend. Dangle round, hit the ground, devils caught you in a fast dance. Outmaneuver got you sued and he's covered all the exits. Every day I learn this lesson. Fall from grace, but I hear a blessing. Angels carry me to heaven, they whisper.
In your heart's a secret weapon.
Call it love. Oh, call it love. Oh, call it love. Oh, call it love. Think you won the final battle, but the game goes on forever. Every moment your opponent tries to come out from his cover and come upon you when you're tired and you don't really expect it. It's not your fault, nobody's perfect, man, believe me when I tell you. Every day I learn this lesson. Fall from grace, but I hear a blessing. Angels carry me to heaven, they whisper.
In your heart's a secret weapon.
Call it love. Oh, call it love. Oh, call it love. Oh, call it love. Oh,
That's Micah Sky with his secret weapon, accompanied there, well, with a beautiful voice of Liana Rose. And that's a weapon we can use more of, is the weapon of, love. Let's call it love. And let's call it going to break right now. We'll be back right after this with more music by Liana Rose and Micah Sky. And I love your names, Rose and Sky.
I've never heard them said back to back like that before.
It's kind of awesome.
Rose and Sky,
Nice.
Sky and Rose. There's also for Micah, but I'm just joking.
I have Formica countertops.
Did you Formica Sky? I don't know. I have no idea. Anyway, this gets a little bit strange here sometimes. So we're going to go to break so I can regroup. And we'll be back with a song called Calm Your Tongue. So that's what I have to do during breaks, so I'll listen very closely to those lyrics later. Okay, so we'll be back with more of Micah Sky and Liana Rose right after this.
I used to love waking to jasmine and fixing your toast. It was beautiful driving down the Spanish coast. It's when I smiled the fiercest and cried the most. The ringer had rung me, and you shied away from me. Now the spring is tepid and dry. Now the spring is tepid and dry. Calm your tongue. This never felt so wrong. But if you gotta break my heart to wait now. You talk to your brother about your mother, and sometimes you talk to me, but you refuse to look at what you see. You've buried this burden, and I can't get a word in. You won't let yourself be what you've been. So you decide you can be what we're in. Calm your tongue. This never felt so wrong. But if you gotta break my heart to wait fast. Calm your tongue. This never felt so wrong. But if you gotta break my heart to it now.
And you're listening to CHHA 1610 AM here in Toronto and around the world and online. And if you're listening on cable as well in the GTA on Cable 951, we welcome you all, our listeners. You're listening to Liana Rose and Micah Sky this evening, both singer-songwriters, Toronto-based, Toronto-born, and of course, Liana is living in Nova Scotia. What a wonderful province that is.
I agree.
Oh, my gosh. You don't really want to come back to live in Toronto, do you? I mean, really, after living down east.
It is pretty charming, I have to say. Pretty charming.
Yeah, it's not the big smoke.
No, no, it's like the big fresh air. the medium-sized fresh air.
And all the beautiful places in Nova Scotia, all those little divots and little coves.
It's
and
endless.
all the
You could wander forever.
yeah. And what have you decided where you're going to want to settle to do your music therapy?
Oh gosh, I don't know.
You don't really have to go anywhere with that.
Okay, can I skip that one?
Oh, you don't know. You don't want to know. You don't know what you want to be when you grow up.
Oh gosh, I know. I don't want to grow up.
She knows what she wants to be. She just doesn't know where
she wants to be it.
Yeah,
that's a good idea.
I mean, I used to have tropical dreams. You know, bring my therapeutic space down into a warm place.
A warm space.
Halifax isn't totally warm, but there's beauty there that is really. It's very moving, and
Nova Scotia.
My sister's there, but I have other family that's in Toronto. Well, you know.
And how about you, Micah? Where do you're Toronto based, and you play regularly down at the Cameron House?
Yeah, it seems like I get to play the
there.
Cameron House more than most other.
Back room, front room,
the front room.
Front room.
But I'm not playing my own music there. I'll be playing usually, in fact, always with other musicians. I play keyboards and drums, and so I play as a sideman for some other Toronto cats.
Well, when somebody can play as many instruments as you're a multi-instrumentalist. There, I got it out.
Nice.
Multi-instrumentalist. Don't ask me to say. Multi-instrumentalista.
Nice.
Any worse. But you play all those different... do you play bass as well?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, bass players are
you
never out
of
of work.
Someone once called me a musical Swiss Army knife. I think if my next business card, that's what I'm going to put on it.
I think that would be great because, certainly marketable. And how are you finding the Toronto music scene?
I haven't been here in 3 months.
No, that's true. In general, hasn't changed very much in 3 months. Let me tell you. So.
Yeah, that's probably true.
In general,
it's nice that there are so many artists that live in Toronto and year around Toronto and call Toronto home. And I think Canada in general is home to a lot of great talent, and it's a beautiful thing that when you're on the road places, you can say, like, I'm from Canada, and people, Canada, and Neil Young, Joni Mitchell, whatever, Justin Bieber, Drake, The Weeknd, all these people, and you're like, yeah, that's where I come from, and so to be an artist from Canada is like a nice feeling.
It's a nice vibe, isn't it?
Yeah.
From sea to shining sea.
Yeah.
We have pockets of beautiful music everywhere. I want to play another song, Saturdays Only, Liana. Is that your tune?
Up? That is.
Yeah. Just pasa the guitarra. Pasa the guitarra and put the mic down. Everything's good.
Musical instruments, musical chairs.
That's right. And
yes.
we're all good. We're all good.
Okay.
It's all good.
There we go.
Yeah, you but they're sharing the guitar, they're like, it's beautiful. Like Walk Off the World, That's a great, yeah.
Oh, Walk Off the Earth.
Walk Off the Earth.
Yes.
Well, I'm 62 and things happen to me.
Hey, that's all right.
I love Walk Off the Earth.
Same diff.
Yeah. Oh, those the great group. Anyway,
okay?
But we have you in studio tonight. This is Liana Rose, and you're going to be playing Saturdays Only.
Indeed. Thank you.
Yeah.
We watched the sun away through my living room window. I didn't know you then. We watched it fall again from your bedroom pillow. I knew you then, oh we gazed
better part of the day. But it was not lost on us. Oh, we gazed away. The better part of the day, and it was the best part of the day because of that. I hope I'll show you that you are beautiful, 'cause that's what you've done for me. You're not just a place for my weary head to rest, a place to forget my skates. Oh, we gazed away. The better part of the day. But it was not lost on us. Oh, we gazed away. The better part of the day, dear, was the best part of the day because of that. Just as they say, it's dark 100 feet ahead. Who knows if the universe will bring you with the light, the light, the light. But till then, gaze away. The better part of each day, and it won't be lost on us. Oh, we'll gaze away. The better part of the day, dear, will be the best part of each day. 'Cause you're there, 'cause you're there, 'cause you're there.
And that's a beautiful song. Saturdays only. And we'll be back right after this with more of Liana Rose and Micah Sky on CHHA 1610 AM.
You are listening to Radio Voces Latinas, 1610 AM. A drink of water.
Well, it's 5 degrees. It's gone up 1 degree since we started this program. It's getting hotter. It's going to be 10 degrees tomorrow. And you listen to CHHA 1610 AM here in Toronto. And in studio, I have Liana Rose and Micah Sky. They've been playing beautiful music for a rainy evening. I'd say that it's good for any kind of weather, but certainly, you know, when we're coming into spring like this and easing into it, and the rain is softly falling outside, and you hear this beautiful music just coming over the radio. Isn't that a wonderful, relaxing way? Instead of, oh my goodness, it's raining, blah, blah, blah. Rain is beautiful, especially at this time of year. It's cleansing. And, of course, with you, Liana, you talk about, the cleansing quality of music in music therapy. And Micah, you have such a beautiful voice as well. Both of you have a great sound. Beautiful. Yeah, nice and warm and very laid back, easy, but it just floats you away, and it sometimes feels like little drops of water, actually. But I like it.
Idea.
I love it a lot. I do. Do you have another? We heard Saturdays Only, and that was lovely. And the song you both traveled quite a bit throughout the world. Did you want to share a little bit about where you've traveled? Micah, for instance, you just came back from Costa Rica. What other have you traveled together places, or
we have?
Where would that be?
We have.
Where'd you go? What'd you do?
Where
that you care to share?
Yeah, we've done a couple East Coast trips.
Mostly
East Coast trips before I moved out there, actually.
Well,
but
once you're there, you don't want to get anywhere else. That's it.
Well, our first trip was out to the Magdalene Islands, which is a pretty special place. Speaking of beautiful beaches and just quiet magic. The Mags are a part of Quebec. In the Gulf. I'm not very good at geography. Of the St. Lawrence, indeed, and a very special place. But we seem to we follow islands and beaches. That seems to be our thing.
I think a lot of Canadians probably
they
say the same thing. It's like skiing or
no, but
beach.
There's more to it than that, though, because you've been working on a dreamy electronic beach folk project. So I don't think that's any kind of a weird thing for you guys.
No, we like to think that.
So let's just segue into that. Let's talk about that. When you put electronic and beach together, I don't put it there because I hear and then electronic music is a little bit. It's got an edge to it, and a beach has this soft waves and sand.
Indeed. Well, we like to bring
so how do you pull that together? Oh, I think of Joe Beam, and I don't think of electronic. So
I bet you there's some really nice Joe Beam.
Yeah, there might be. We'll find some for you.
Yeah.
Well, actually, the opening track that you heard was our electro tune. If you didn't notice that it was,
I did notice there was
some. Okay,
I did.
So that's how we do it gently.
That was very good.
Yeah, that was actually it was recorded. So Micah produced that,
yes,
like a genius, and. It was born from a jam on the beach in a Mexican island called Aldrich, Aldrich. And we were there for a couple of weeks, living on the beach and making music. That was our life. And we traveled with a ukulele and a melodica because those are small.
Oh, melodica! Oh my gosh!
Indeed, we didn't bring it to the studio today, but.
Those are great.
And and
so much fun.
Indeed, I think so. I think so. It carries when we like to travel around to restaurants and stuff and make ourselves known. But but that track, the ukulele sample was taken right from the beach where it was born. And the wave sounds are real waves.
So while we were playing, and most people with iPhones or whatever, any kind of phone will be familiar with this, there's like a sort of a voice memo function. And it's really handy because if you're ever in a pinch and you're like, oh, this is a great idea, I want to record it. So we did that with my phone, and then when we got back, I was like, well, why don't we just start from here? And so I took the recording from the phone, kind of looped it, and then built the rest of the song around it, and then Liana came up with some words. And
so did you, yeah.
And
the rest, we co-wrote those words. And
those lyrics are beautiful.
Sang right in
I feel like I should play it again.
You can play a different one. I think we sent you another one. But
you did.
Yeah,
and the thing is, there is. One of them didn't quite make it to the jump list. So I might have to go out and just try and put it back in. But there's one more day. And that's something that you were going to both sing together.
Oh, yeah.
You have been singing
Yeah.
together,
We
backing
have.
each other up. But this one, you just want to give me a little bit of backstory on this one.
Absolutely. How about you
so
start with
this is a very new creation. While I was away, I was singing and playing lots of music. That's what I occupied pretty much all of my time with was. If I wasn't playing music or practicing, I was like out at the beach and hanging out. But
Right.
it was basically, basically like a work trip in some ways down in Costa Rica for me. And when I was there, one evening, I don't remember exactly what I was doing. I think I was just kind of hanging out in the place that I was living in, this hotel, and and this melody just sort of popped into my head. And then I went and I got my guitar and started strumming around, and then some words attached themselves to the melody, and like a song kind of birthed itself.
It's beautiful when that happens.
It's
so
the greatest.
wonderful. It's like, those songs that come like in a moment. They just sort of just flow onto the paper, onto the guitar, and there you have it.
Yeah.
So this one is called One More Day.
This one's called One More Day, yeah. And it's pretty self-explanatory.
Okay, well, here we are. One More Day with
I should move this one.
Liana Rose and Micah Sky, yeah. And we hear that beautiful guitar.
One more day until I see my baby. One more day until I'm in her arms.
One more day until I see my baby. One more day until I'm in his arms.
I'm having fun, I'm in the sun, but still I miss you. You're miles away, but every day I feel I'm with you. And it feels like we're falling deeper into love. And it feels like we're falling deeper into love. One more day until I see my baby. One more day until she's in my arms.
One more day until I see my baby. One more day until I'm in his arms.
One more day until I see my baby. One more day until you're in my arms. One more day until I see my baby. One more day until you're in my arms. Till you're in my arms.
Till you're in my arms. In my arms. Oh, oh. These busy days pass in a haze, but you are clearly a gentle hand that grounds me, and I miss you dearly. I feel like we're falling deeper into love, and I feel like I'm falling deeper into love. Oh.
One more day until I see my baby. One more day until you're in my arms. One more day until I see my baby. One more day until you're in my arms.
Oh, you're in my arms.
Until you're in my arms.
Till you're in my arms.
One more day until I see my baby. One more day until you're in my arms. One more day until I see my baby. One more day until you're in my arms.
Well, I don't know about our listening audience right now, but I'm feeling totally calm.
That's great.
I feel like I've been through some beautiful therapy, and that's so beautiful. So we're going to go to break very soon again. Mm-hmm. Come back with our last segment. And maybe if you could just set up the next song I'm going to play, which was the Old Man and the Sea, when we come back. Mm-hmm. Just sort of quickly set that up before we go to break.
So that is our dreamy electronic beach folk duo. We like to call ourselves Cloud Ultrasound.
Ah, well, I didn't,
Yeah, and this is another one that was born on the beach and voice memoed and looped and produced.
It's actually a great album title, Born on the Beach.
Born on the Beach.
Wow.
This is all being recorded, so I think you'll be coming up with a whole new album after this. I don't know.
We're going to sample this radio show.
Oh.
And put that into a track.
Meta.
To be honest, I'm very excited about it. It'll be beautiful. So we'll be back right after this with more of Liana, Rose, and Micah Sky, and we'll hear their beautiful electronic, beachy, dreamy, beachy music. The Old Man and the Sea. And I always think about that big fish, and that wasn't too calm. See, I love to see what
we'll reframe that for you.
Yeah. We'd like to have that was not, that was a hard deal. That was a hard deal. Okay, so, pulling on that fish. Okay, we're going to go to break now on that note. Okay, we'll be right back.
CHHA 1610 AM.
Radio Voces Latinas. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at CHHA 1610 AM.
CHHA 1610 AM. Radio Voces Latinas. More voices 24 hours through. Programming continues.
You are listening to Radio Voces Latinas, 1610 AM. A drink of water.
Wow, that was beautiful. Trip to the beach.
It's a trip to the beach, that's for sure.
That is beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, I love what you're doing with your music. I did mention Joe Beam a little bit earlier.
You did.
Because Joe Beam well, for me, I mean, when I think of beach music, besides the Beach Boys, of course, I mean,
Also beach music?
Also beach music, yes, yes. But Joe Beam has that sort of more ethereal quality in that, Chica
Super gentle.
Ipanema, super gentle stuff.
Super
And
gentle.
yours is super gentle as well.
We're gentle people.
You are gentle people. My goodness. I was thinking, kept thinking of Gentle Rain, like that beautiful song. Do you have another live song prepared or that you would like to sing?
Oh.
Like you said you did a little bit of jazz as well. You have a jazz tune?
Want to do all of it?
Yeah.
All of Me?
Yeah.
I love that song.
All right.
That's a great song.
Okay.
Yeah, let's hear All of Me. That's
Whoop. Sorry, playing with the
that's a
microphone.
super
this?
song.
Sure,
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
I mean, I'd love to hear more about you, but really, your music speaks for itself. No offense.
Yeah, shut up and play your
Shut
guitar,
up and
kid.
play your music. Just play. Tell the guy to play. He's been paid to play.
Cool.
Yeah.
All of me. Why not take all of me? Can't you see that I'm no good without you? And take my arm, I want to lose them. Take my lips, I'll never use them. Your goodbye left me with eyes that cry.
How can I go on, darling, without you?
You took the part that once was my heart. So why not take all of me?
All of me. Why not take all of me? Oh, can you see that I'm no good without you? Oh, take my arms, I want to lose them. Oh, take my lips, I never use them. Oh, your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. Oh, how can I go on, darling, without you? Oh, you took the best, so why not the rest? Oh, why not take all of me?
All of me.
Oh, why not take all of me?
Oh, no, 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 no.
How can't you see that I'm no good without you?
You took the best,
So why not the rest?
so why not take all
of me? Oh,
Why not take all
of me? Oh, all of me, no.
Why not take all of me?
Wow, all of me. And just tuning in right now, boy, oh boy, you'll be able to hear the hot podcast when I put it up. If you just tuned in, you missed a lot of great music. And if you have been staying tuned all this program, you've been listening to Liana Rose and Micah Sky and their beautiful music. We're going to be leaving in about 3 minutes flat.
Oh, shucks,
Not that you were flat, you were beautifully in tune all evening. Have you got any gigs coming up?
Micah, you...
I'm
Okay,
playing
what's the name
at the supermarket on
Oh, yeah.
Sunday.
That's down in
afternoon
Kensington,
Market.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to be
What
playing
time?
with a guy named Trevor Cape from 3 until 6 p.m. And it is family friendly. We're playing Grateful Dead music and some of Trevor Cape's music.
perfect, perfect. So we'll just keep an eye out for you, Micah Sky, because you're playing around Toronto, and you might just be off in some country like Costa Rica or something playing, and you might always look for them on a beach, though.
Indeed.
Liana Rose, wherever there's a beach, you will find them.
If you see a couple with a ukulele and a melodica on a beach, probably 95% chance it's us.
It's got to be you guys or
Gotta
some.
say hi.
Yeah, some sort of. Yeah. That's too funny. Well, I am so looking forward to hearing what you do with your music, and
Thanks so much.
well, what you're doing with your music is fantastic. I hear it; it's fantastic. And with the music therapy and Micah, more of the same. You have a quality that kind of lost in the world with the folk rock, and because you have that folk rock sound as well. It's beautiful.
I guess so.
Oh, yeah, Micah
I
can
guess you kind of do. Yeah, and jazz. And when you did that jazz tune, like you're doing a lot more jazz now?
I think we've always been fans of jazz.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's always there in the background.
Pretty wide, I guess, musical backgrounds and teachings and all that kind of stuff from people from masters in all genres. So
More of that, because I mean, you really shine. You shine throughout your own music as well. But the jazz standards definitely weave those through because they're absolutely gorgeous.
I don't think we'll ever stop singing those songs.
No, definitely.
And
not.
you know what?
Some new sass comes out of me when I sing a jazz standard.
Well, you know what? And my mom was I got to go. We're going to go to break very, very soon. But as we bring in the theme music, but my mom was rocking Irene at the Brunswick House, and she said, it's nice to write your own music, but there's so many beautiful songs that have been written that need to be sung. We have to remember
keep
them.
going,
It's great to be singer-songwriters, but bring those other beautiful melodies, lace them through your work. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thanks so much for having us.
Oh,
it was a
pleasure being here.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Totally fun. So we're just going to go out now with a drink of water. It is 8:56, and we'll be back next week. Not next year, please.
Year.
No. Next week with more of a drink of water here on CHHA 1610 AM. Stay tuned for the Punjabi show coming up next.
What?